Everyone. This is Gaming Solo. Um, I don't know what to say about this. Here, I'm not going to do any spoilers. I'm going to hide chat. So this is 4.9. This is a few days into 4.9. I logged into 4.9 the other day to fly this up here to the station above New Babbage, which is Fortress, and set up my setup that I wanted to do when the Ironclad came out. And of course, the Ironclad was riddled with problems. And as you can see, I'm still having some problems here. Open. The stutter is real, and it was like this the other day. I was kind of hoping it would settle. There was a 5 GB update when I logged in a few minutes ago. Thought maybe that was some kind of patch fix or something. And it doesn't seem anything got fixed. Nothing got fixed. Not fixed compared to what I was experiencing the other day. Sorry, little outside distractions going on me here. Boy, yeah, it's very jittery, very jumpy, very low frame ratey, which is you always love to see it, right? Can you imagine what this update would have looked like had they put all the stuff in it that they were planning on putting when everyone was complaining about how bad this look, this is still Ironclad's still not in great shape. I'm curious though. We're gonna go see if we die in space in the Ironclad. We're gonna jump down to Area 51 and back to do Babbage in this video, just to see if things are still going crazy. Now I know you can fly it from the other place in the ship. I don't care. That's not intended operation. I'm not here to test intended operation or to test alternate operation or band-aid operation. I want to operate this vehicle in the manner in which it was designed, which is what I'm trying to do right now. So let's go ahead and take down the shield, lift up the landing gear, and while this thing slowly opens, let's go to Area 18. Person seems okay. I didn't have a lot of jitter there. Okay, let's turn this thing over. I've left the channel Ironclad Assault. Oh my gosh. So I'm not even in the chat channel anymore. I'm not worried about that though. We know chat is no bueno. Ooh, jittery jump. I love. This is something that bothers me to this day. I'm still jittering in quantum. Usually quantum's really smooth. This irks me to no end. Why in quantum mode do I have any power going to any weapons by default? They've got to fix that. And this is rough. They've really. I mean, I guess I don't care about do this. I guess I don't care about the radar too much in quantum mode. I just want to jump, right? Or in nav mode, I should say the nav mode. So I wanted to jump to ArcCorp. It's a good little jump away. I want to see if there's any disconnect or anything stupid like that, and then jump back to New Babbage because honestly, I was able to jump a little bit before I experienced my issue the last time I was using the Ironclad. I've literally not taken this ship out at all since that first initial video when it came out, which is really sad because this is a very capable and cool ship, and I had some plans for it. As you can see, I've already preloaded it up when I logged in the other day. I've got the RSI Salvation loaded up in there. I've got the Nurse Medevac, so I can do ground missions and have my med bed to go back to, and I can salvage stuff. Definitely the operation I was wanting to do last patch, but stuff happens. It is an alpha. I'm not going to complain too much, but I am starting to change my opinion on that a little bit because they are marketing this to those that don't know any better, at least as an early access game. And in their videos, they say a lot about early access and live services, and you shouldn't use that language in an alpha. So maybe I'm changing my mind a little bit on that. I'm not gonna hark too much on it. It's not a fully released, ready to go game or anything, but if they are going to try to get people actively into the game the way they are, they gotta be careful on how they're marketing it because it's not everybody's cup of tea. It's really not everybody's cup of tea. Not lag. You've got but like this frame rate right here. This should be smooth. There is nothing other than the ironclad. Maybe it's something with the ironclad and the amount of objects in the ironclad. I don't know. But it for me it was a little laggy before I called the ironclad the other day. But when I called the ironclad, everything tanked. Absolutely tanked. Frame rate tanked hard. Performance tanked hard. There was no flipping way that I was going to play it beyond getting this thing out of New Babbage and up to Fortress. Okay, so now we're coming up towards ArcCorp. That's a long enough jump. So we're going to cancel the rest of the routing because we're going to go back. And we're going to actually go down to New Babbage because one of the other bugs that I had during the entire last patch cycle was a bug where I had no home hangar. I had no home hangar the entirety of the last patch. I might have had one when I made my Ironclad video. After that Ironclad video, no home hanger. Every time I went back to New Babbage, which is 95% what I set my home hanger to, it called a temporary hanger every time. Yeah, this frame rate is terrible. So I'm going to complain about the frame rate. Frame rate has been much better in the past with other releases, and for a release that doesn't really have a huge feature list that they added, this is horrendous. This is just as bad as the last patch, in my humble and honest opinion. Your mileage may vary. Maybe you're having a better time. I mean, I've heard that before, right? Like I've had instances where I'm like, guys, what's everyone complaining about? Like it's playing fine for me. And this is, I guess, those instances coming back to bite me in the rear because this is horrendous. Look at this. Look at this frame rate. And look at that pop in for the. That's the actual module that I'm in here. And when I switch to third person, it was popping in. Like, my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is. So restart to 4.9. This might be another patch that I don't play a whole lot of. That's just what you kind of have to do. Yeah, that's kind of par for the course, right? When you're playing a game that's in alpha, which we should be, we honestly should be asking for better. I would argue we should be pushing and demanding better. Because it's definitely an alpha, but they're getting ready to start marketing Squadron 42. There's going to be a lot of eyes on that and this project, and people are going to look at this and say, "This has been in development for how long?" With a large team, by the way. And look, I get that it's two games. I've made the argument myself. They've been developing two games. They've been developing the one-player experience and this. I would argue that 13 years, the one-player game should have already been out. Like I would argue that. I would argue Squadron 42 should already exist. That one I would argue. The MMO part, Star Citizen, I get it. Like MMOs are a pain in the butt to make, and this is a pretty ambitious feature set they got going on here. But that one player game, man, I don't know. That I'm starting to wonder what's going on and why they haven't gotten that released. Why they're seeing delays and why they might not make the 2026 window. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, they need to wait." Grand Theft Auto is coming out. Dude, Grand Theft Auto, they've already kind of killed any of the goodwill that they had with their player base, with the stuff that's coming out about the game. I wouldn't be too worried. I wouldn't be too worried at all competing with this. It's two different player bases. I get that there's like a media concept to it, but I don't know. I wouldn't be too worried about Grand Theft Auto because it's going to be bad press that they're getting. Look at that pop in over there of the module, whatever, and the pop in of my interface. Like, oh my gosh, man, it looks like they're just flashing all these random stills on my screen for Quantum, and I know that's not what's actually happening. I know that there's actual animations going on here, but look at it. Oh, this is rough, CIG. Well, this is rough. If this is supposed to be a quality of life patch, I don't feel like my quality of life has improved. Ah, all right, here comes new Babbage. I mean, like even the way it's getting larger, that frame rate. Oh my gosh. I mean, look at this frame rate of me trying to. Like, oh, total freeze, total freeze. Oh man, total failure to load. Oh my gosh. Okay, the good news is, I will say, the good news is my module didn't pop off. Module didn't pop off and leave me in space or whatever, right? I quantumed successfully. Used a lot of fuel. Holy crap. Was that real? Is that really how much fuel I used to go to Area 18 and back? Well, not all the way to Area 18, but the planet that it's on and back. And I have 6.9 of my 10 quantum fuel left. You're telling me that took over 3 just to go there and back? What are the fighters going to be doing? What are all the ships that don't have 5 plus oh my gosh. You have you've got things like Star Wars where in universe they're traveling across the whole galaxy. I mean it takes forever, sure. Absolutely it takes forever. But they're going across the whole galaxy on the fuel that they have. And then in Star Citizen, if you go halfway across the solar system, you don't have enough fuel to do anything else. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, these frame rates. Yeah, this is rough, guys. If you guys are not experiencing this, let me know. Like, am I doing something wrong? I've changed none of my settings. All my settings are what they typically are. Hey, I have my hanger. Look at that module pop in for me. Yeah, my settings are what they always are graphical wise. I let all the shaders load, so I'm not getting hit with the shaders compiling. Like, I don't know what the heck is going on. Is it just that bad of a connection to the server? Like, oh shoot. Oh, hit my butt on the back of my hashtag give me landing cameras, please. Off that engine. Look, I hit the button and it took a literal full second for the engines to cut off. Oh man, yeah, everything is so slow. All right, how much is it to refuel now? 3,000 for the quantum fuel. It's not bad, but it's still like the amount of quantum fuel I just used. I wonder if it's the same way in smaller ships. I'll have to test that. Maybe next week I'll take the Corsair out and see how much fuel that's pulling. But look at these frame rates. Look at I mean it has to be the entity streaming for the Ironclad itself, right? Is it that? Or is it that bad of a connection to the like I don't know. I don't know what this could be. It's discouraging though. It's very discouraging. Seems like we go backwards because this wasn't the case when the thing launched. When this ship launched, I was not experiencing this bad of a frame rate problem in the ship. There was some chugs and stuff here and there, but nothing like that. Not a constant. Your frames are down by like 50 at all times. Get out of the ship and see if anything changes. Nope. I mean, it's a little bit better. No. I mean, I'm seeing a frame of my arms. Like, this is bad. I'm gonna need CIG to fix this. This is awful. All right, well let's put her down. That's it for now. I can't stomach being like it's just this is rough. Can't stomach any more of this low frame rate. Uh, I'll give them some time, see if they do a hot fix to fix the frame rate. Let me know if this is yeah, let me know down below if this is happening to you. And did they actually fix the Ironclad? I only did one round trip over to Area 18. Very easily could still have the problem because I did a whole video about the ship and then 5 minutes after I cut recording, it kicked me out of quantum and gave me the crushing death blow that it was giving everybody at the time. So let me know down below what is your experience so far in 4.9 and did they fix the Ironclad? Did they actually fix it beyond the band-aid of you can fly it from here now? All right, I'll catch you guys in the next one.